The foster homes need to be as good as they possibly can for the kids that are in the system.
But sometimes they're not. DCFS is trying to make some changes to its rules for foster homes, but some of those rules might surprise you. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini. Jennifer's off tonight. Those rules include things like having a working stove and toilet and background checks for everyone in the home for those who are over 18. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting joins us now. So, Courtney, it seems like having a working toilet would be common sense.
Right, Paul, and the answer to that is yes, and for some, no. And they say on rare occasions these rules were broken. But for the most part, they're all part of their best practice standards. These proposed rules include having a working stove, refrigerator, and a sink in the kitchen. They'd also require parents to have a properly functioning toilet, sink, shower, and tub. But there are some that are a little controversial. For example, they would not allow smoking inside the home, and children in the home would have to be vaccinated. Everyone over 18 would also have to undergo a background check. Every agency that places children in foster care abides by state guidelines for those homes. Champaign County CASA leaders say most of them are already following those rules.
Being a foster parent is a pretty extensive process, and being licensed is a very extensive process. So when folks are willing to go through the process, generally they're already well beyond, hopefully, the basic regulations that are in place.
We posted on Facebook and heard from a lot of you, and many of you agreed more checks need to be in place for foster homes and parents. Some of you said parents need training on trauma-informed parenting, attachment, and on-call crisis support. There was also a mixture of comments from viewers about their experiences as foster children. Some commented saying they had great foster homes, and others said they were abused in their foster homes for years. And I spoke to DCFS about these proposed changes, and they said none of them are, quote, radical in comparison to what they're doing now. They plan to work with families to make the necessary changes. They also said, quote, we aren't going to remove a child from a home for a noncompliance that's not safety related. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
It sounds like a lot of common sense and a lot of things that are trying to keep kids safe and healthy. Courtney, thanks. Well, a new Senate bill will provide extra support to young adults aging out of the foster care system. State Senator Robert Peters sponsored the law. It requires some state agencies to provide preventative services, including housing support and education and employment support to those adults. The bill passed with unanimous support.